Hello and welcome back to Herefordshire Raceway for round 3 of the Summer Karting Championship. Although this was my worst result so far, it was also the funnest one yet. This is my best lap from qualifying. My qualifying time ended up being almost half a second slower than the lap time I managed during the race. This lap was from in the first session, as I didn't manage to improve in the second one at all. The lap times gave me with a 34.8, which unfortunately put me into the C final. Now to the pre-finals, where I'm starting in 4th. And I get an okay launch where I'm held up by the guy in front, allowing Zach to pass me. I do though manage to get past this driver and up back into 4th place. Zach goes for the move up ahead, allowing me to get a bit closer to the driver in front, but there is somebody on my inside. I'm right on the bumper of this guy in the red suit coming up to the first hairpin, but I can't make a move. All stays calm for a few laps until I'm close enough to try and make a move. I go slightly onto the grass, but do get past. Unfortunately, I get a bit of oversteer on the exit, allowing this driver to get alongside me, and we're back down into 4th place. I almost get alongside, but unfortunately I tap him in the second hairpin, meaning he gets a much better exit than me. Fast forward half a lap, the driver in front gets a bad exit from the sweeping corner and allowing me to close back up. He goes defensive to the inside, allowing me to get almost alongside into the second hairpin. He goes wide there again, allowing me up the inside and past into 3rd place. The rest of this race was fairly quiet apart from lapping a driver near the end. I was slowly closing in on Zach and the leader of the race ahead, but there just wasn't enough time to catch them. As you can see, I've been able to close up slightly on Zach, but just not enough. This result meant that I'd be starting in 2nd for the main final. So off we go for the main final, and I get a decent launch again, but not as good as Zach, and he slightly pulls away. But I managed to keep right on his tail coming up to start of the first full lap. It takes me a few laps to get right onto the back of him, which happens into these hairpins here. I noticed that this kart was fast, but it was very sensitive to the steering. At this point I got right on his tail coming into the hairpin. I look for a move to the inside, but I'm too far back. I give him a slight bump through the second hairpin, which helps him and gets me a warning. As you can see here, this kart does not like going down the hill, and it's losing me time each lap. It doesn't take long to get right onto the back of him, and we're going to start battling it hard. I notice he keeps getting snaps coming out of the first corner, so my best chance of a run is down into this first hairpin. I'm looking for the switchback, but he's just far enough ahead to move back to the outside. Once again he gets a snap coming into the first corner, allowing me a bit of a run. He goes defensive, so I look to the outside hoping to switch back. There's not much that I can do against a good defense on such a narrow track, but I keep getting very close through the 2 hairpins, but I cannot seem to make a move stick. I get a run going down under the bridge, but he goes defensive. We have to lap a car, which I thought could give me an advantage, but unfortunately nothing really happens. Although I do manage to get close to him, but I gave him a bit of a bump, so nothing was doing there. I'm starting to stay really close to him at all times at this stage. I managed to get very close on this lap and draw alongside coming into the first hairpin. He goes defensive and I look around the outside, switching back. I get all the way to the outside looking for the switch back again, but he just holds that inside line and there is no way past him. And that is the checkered flag. Unfortunately, I couldn't win this one and get promoted to the B final, so it's my first time staying in the C final. Unfortunately, this means P20 out of 29 overall, but however, this puts us up to 14th out of about 30 in the championship standings. Thank you for watching this, and if you have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments. Bye.